What?
Where are we going to have him sit?
I don't know.
Can you help me figure that out? Like,
Probably like
where I'm standing?
in this circle, cause my microphone only goes 16 feet.
Okay, so like maybe, all right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. His dad is here for the dad to sit
Yeah.
chair. Hey, How are you? I'm good, how are you? All right. I'm not too far. I'm not too far. Okay. That sounds good. I don't know how to worry about it. Hey, it actually. From you good. I started every year. I went to our house. The weather. Yeah. They just went there. That's good. She's like, she's basically 30. Well, yeah, I don't do that. She went in for last second. So they will be here. Yes, yeah. You go in right before your shift is not in the out there. Where is the outside? It's not good. It's a little much with anyway. Yeah, I would probably put all people. All right, for all people that use phone that. They already have dinner. Yeah. Well, they're both for good. There's 6. No. So. Hey, Whisker, what did you do here? I have something on myself. You want leftovers? That's a hot dog. I'm not. Oh wait, you need to meet her. Come here. Tell Julie, this is Samantha Shearer. I'm having what? Okay, I haven't made the biggest deal about this attorney. And your brother. I do, brother. Why do you got? Was it? I just needed. I didn't like not. We do not be more. Now you wanna go to the car?
Yeah, that's good.
No, you.
No, I'm good. I just got.
I'll
take this one. I'll come back with it.
Well, what is it? I am 14 till, you know, 6 o'clock will shut down.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Are you sure you want to bring it out?
I'm okay with this. Okay.
Because it's in my grandpa. Yeah. Guys, sorry. I told what to do, I'll be back. We'll be waiting. No, I'm just making sure you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have the. Okay. Yeah. It's a. It's a special. No, thank you. Honestly, it's possible. That is here. And so, exactly, well, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah. But it's just, it's really, like, first off, like, somehow, she did her, okay. Oh, there's. We have two, like, the dog was there much. Right? Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I'll just let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Progress.
Testing, 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 testing.
So I.
Testing, testing. Okay.
What's up? Are you back here yet? You were back full time? Oh, thank goodness. Are you happy? I know you are. Hey, thanks.
I'm satisfied with it.
Perfect. Everything was awesome.
No. You're gonna, when he comes in.
Yeah, where do you see?
When he comes in, have him sit next to that little black table.
Over, all the way over there?
No.
Or right in front of the.
Yeah, like right here, right here.
Oh, you want him to sit right there?
Yeah, so he's at the corner of the screen,
Okay.
and then he doesn't even have to pick up the microphone. The microphone will hear just fine. It'll all be fine.
On the God,
What?
Adam knows how to work it. Yeah,
We have leftovers, we have leftovers from Sunday. So. Leftovers, yeah.
I'm going to spend,
I know what you want for dinner, right there.
I'm going to spend the rest of the time we have before this, calling people in the morning.
Perfect. What, you doing what, James?
I'm gonna spend the rest of the time making sure people remember the assignment.
Oh, you're texting Marcel. It was maybe different, James. Wait, good job, James. So, hey, Matt. Julie. Julie, right? My brother works at General. You know Tony, you met Tony, he does the scrimmages. He does the cookout here. He works for General. Did you know that? He'll come to the cookout this year.
I don't know,
You know Tony? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
In the-
I
He,
mean, one, two,
at Genoa. Well, you do that during the cookout. You know, he does the, shrimp boil. Genoa does it. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I think it's Tony, and he does scrimmages every week or every month. Once, how many times do we have to scrimmages? 5 months? 5 months?
yeah.
But Hannah, have you started playing the game Strands? No. Fun, you like it? That's what we're having for music competition tonight, ladies. Where's that? Sit right here. Now, I'm starting to see. Yes. Let's do lecture, but it's. We're off too. It's gonna be a lot. There's no shorting out.
Oh, what,
Are you coming to the talk, Tim? Where do you want to learn? You coming to hear Jeff speak?
I feel everyone's.
I agree. You what? At work, somebody takes their time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too excited. It sounds like- If you're not now, so I'm sorry. I like, picture with, these I can do.
Yeah, I just said.
I set myself up. We need to make that, you know, check. We're gonna chip our. Super. Yeah. We just, the only thing I'm sad is we can't have our own. Ready to go. Shazam. I know, I think about it. I just like that. You know, when we look at the song, we came like to. When they, they don't like, you know, they always turn it on, they don't. Of course, I would definitely, I don't watch TV, turn even for a video. That's what you like. Not really. That would never be it. That's it. Sometimes you have like,
Well, this one says.
come on, we're just, wait a minute, like, let it sit a minute.
He's not back yet.
Yes, we have to put it back.
Okay, he's at Great Club.
You work late?
Well, I was thinking, I thought Derek was still working, I was like, that's crazy. What a treat to get to see ya. Wow. You don't seem too thrilled. Everyone is so calm right now. Yeah, it's just frustrating because usually it brings you a lot of everyone's like right now. No, I'm not frustrated. After you work that, so maybe we can do that. That's fair. I've been home all by myself all day working from home. That was good.
I like big fans.
That baby
Pretty good on my style. I don't go to dozen for a year. I try all day and.
Yeah, we're all. Oh, he is.
Funny time.
Yeah, what was your thought outside? Sam. Nicole. Kelly, please watch out the way before Corey runs over you. He ain't gonna say excuse me, he just gonna run over you. Do you need him? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't know those words. Okay. But I'm hungry. I'll get you. Okay.
Never.
Things like that.
There it is.
You're gonna come back?
Yeah, there it is. You.
It's almost like, it's almost like my uncle street or Palmer.
I get a hang, the hanger, you know what I'm talking about? Hanger with dying. Where that believe, the believe.
Yeah. It's like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's always empty though.
Yes.
So good.
You come to a chair.
What do y'all say?
I'm going with my trash.
They're coming out like they have you know, I would go down. But we now.
No, it's to me, it's me, Corey. So, yeah. Well,
Party up.
yeah.
Party with, Kay,
Just smidge.
Watch that cord.
Yeah, I can just.
You should be scared. Terrified. You should be terrified, Lou.
we are on camera.
We are? Oh, my God. Hey, Lou. Here.
We're live on camera.
Thank you.
No, me and Ken were talking there.
Should I not be here?
No, you're, we probably should. We should probably do. Wait, wait, you're.
Congratulations. Cause I'm right in the camera. I'm gonna move. Do not need to see me. At the bar? Fine.
Wait,
But Dwight Brown stuff and everything else. This is like a. Like I'm watching. This is how. It's like.
You ever had to believe it?
Yeah.
I just.
Oh, this is all right. Right?
Hey, Steve, give me a text.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. Say like would you like to reply?
Yes. Perfect.
Cause we were over the balcony. There were no parking spots. They were a little like parking. We thought about parking. But we decided.
That's how your message is.
Yeah, I'm gonna call in now.
Postal alarms, services, everything.
See, now. I'm literally one. I did too. Yes, yes. Say a life.
That's like me every week.
Nice. Oh, well. Oh, that's no question. Oh, yeah. You know what, we kind of do crazy things, whatever, so you have to be, Sorry. I really missed it. Years into the. Oh, this is the whole bottle.
I didn't cut my hair.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Slowly, slowly.
Get on some, show away.
No.
Hey.
I've already ate, I'm already done. Yeah.
All of us. Alright, first of all, my government, a lot of these guys actually coached when I was in the environment. Okay. Some fun here, okay? Have we met Samantha and Judy? Yeah. She know that a long time ago. It's like, oh. So, we better, sorry, Jim.
Hey Jessica, how are you?
Hey James, what's up?
Good, how's the audio on your end?
Not ideal, but I can hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you. There's just a lot of background.
Well, it'll be good. We start in.
Okay, now you're cutting out.
Well, 15 minutes, so I'll go ahead and mute, and we'll start in 15
Hey
minutes.
James,
Okay?
James, now you're cutting out.
Can you hear me
Audio.
now?
Yes.
All right, well, we start in 15 minutes, so I'm gonna mute until then, but thank you for logging in.
Okay, but you do
Do you-
keep cutting out audio wise, so you might.
Okay,
watch
do you
this.
know if Emma is coming as well?
What?
Do you know if Emma is coming as well on her side?
I'll send her the link if you like.
What?
I'll send her the link.
Thank you.
Cool.
What?
Okay,
It
now
can-
you're on
it can-
microphone.
What?
This is a microphone right here.
Jessica, can you
It's right
hear
here.
him all right? You,
Can you
I
hear-
don't gotta pick it up.
No, it's just gonna pick up from here.
What?
So check.
Jessica, can you hear him? Can it- What? Yeah. Yeah. Let me do that for 1 second. Jessica, can you hear me?
Also, it's breaking up a little.
It's breaking up.
Hold it too if you want to hold it.
Say something.
He talks.
Hey, can you hear me? Yeah? No? Hello? 1, 2, 3.
Do what?
1, 2,
Joshua,
1, 2,
this way.
2.
I'm not gonna be able to see him.
2, 2. Do.
Center you on this picture. Right. Oh,
Uh,
right
uh.
over this. It's gonna put you right there so everybody can see you.
Oh,
Table if you need to set that down, but or you can just hold it.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna care for you. Okay.
Make sure our phones are. Okay. Yeah, are we there? You want to say, hey, Jessica, can you hear me?
1, 2, 2.
Say sound check, sound.
Oh, hello. Got me?
Well, I think. Join on my.
Do you hear me?
On the move today.
She muted herself. That's all. Bob, can you hear him okay?
Chip, say testing.
Check. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Check. Check. Say something now. Check. Check. 1, 2.
Say, can you hear me?
You hear me?
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Hi, Paul, how are you?
No, don't worry, I'll take stuff back, take it back after the call.
Check.
Take your stuff back after.
Is that comfortable for you, Mr. Chip?
Yeah,
Is that
are you okay?
comfortable for you? Yeah, I'm fine. I deliberately didn't get in a headset, cause I know sometimes those can be.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm fine. Yeah. Okay, good.
So can I ask you, do you record these?
Yes.
Okay.
this is recording.
Okay, good.
Yes. So I'll edit it down and then we'll put it online. Yes,
Oh, that's cool. So you do all that?
yes.
That's cool.
Yes, I do.
That's really cool.
And we also do, you know, if, we do, normally we do online events just for adults in wheelchairs, like normally we do like a social hour today. Then we do like a book club or wellness thing. Thursday we do trivia, Friday we do like a game night,
Right.
amen, that kind of thing. Saturday we do another social hour, if we don't have an in-person thing. On Sunday we do a guys and girls night every other week. Friday, on Monday we do a Bible study and a movie night. Yesterday we did like a Bible video. Before that we did a movie night where we did this Doubtfire. So,
Just fun, just different
fu-
stuff.
Fun stuff.
Not everyone's gonna like everything, but that's okay too.
Yeah, I gave up on trying to keep everybody happy a long time ago.
We're never gonna make everybody happy.
Gave it up, yeah.
Yep,
It's for sure.
yep.
I love Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, it's a good movie, isn't it?
Great.
I haven't watched it in a while, but it's really
What?
funny. Mrs. Doubtfire,
Oh, yeah.
such a funny movie. Oh my gosh. Did you guys watch Twister last night?
What?
What was that? Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Did you watch Twister last night, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah, you guys.
No.
Oh, because you're too young. Oh, it's funny.
To watch it. I love the movie. I do. But I recently started. Maybe, Corey, maybe.
It's a quote from the movie.
Oh my goodness. You actually have to go.
Yeah, no, it's a quote from the movie, because, yeah. Get them ready for-
Let's see. You wanna come over here when you like Steve?
Yeah.
All right, Jen, are you ready to start?
Whenever-
Before we start, if I could just really quick.
Yeah,
Leah and Chip here tonight because we're so excited to hear your story and hear all the great things you've accomplished, because I think it's very inspirational. And I think some of these guys can relate to some things, right? And so we're just happy to have you guys available to talk with us tonight. And then I think Chip, you said at the end, you're welcome, you're okay with questions and things like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right, well, so we're gonna go ahead and start. We're welcoming our virtual people here too. So, okay. Hey, guys, if you're here virtual, please make sure you're on mute. And then we wanna make sure we can hear Chip. He's a soft-spoken kind of guy, which I kind of like. So, we're gonna go ahead.
Oh, you and
I got it.
He knows I'm not soft-spoken.
He's not, he's soft smoking. He's just not. He's just pretty loud. I don't think you're very soft spoken either. I think you're feisty.
Well,
I think you one spot. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Chip, it's all yours, buddy.
Alright, so for all you that don't know, my name is Chip Madren. I'll really start out from when I was little. Grew up, I have two younger brothers. Loved everything outdoors, hunting, fishing, baseball, basketball, football, whatever young boys do, everything, I guess. And just doing a little bit of everything. Come notice, one day I played a lot of baseball, and we just noticed that year that I just was a step behind everybody in the game, or in baseball in general. A little slower, not as agile, not as just not doing as well. I was wakeboarding one day at my lake house because we did all that water sports and all that. And I hit went in for a jump and fell and somehow, I guess, knocked myself out. My mom said that my brother had to jump in and bring me to the boat. I mean, I had a life jacket on and all that, but I guess I just passed out. So my brother had to drive me to the boat. I didn't remember it. And then later on that year, I was getting ready for deer season for deer hunting, and I couldn't pull back my bow and arrow. And we thought that was weird, and I've been complaining about some vision things and stuff like that. So mom took me to the doctor. Um, at the time, the doctor had a pretty good idea of what was going on. Um, they thought it might be Lyme disease because that comes from ticks and things of the sort, which I was always in the woods. I was always in the lake. We rarely ever came inside. Um, so they thought it was Lyme disease. They tested me for that. Um, that's the last thing I remember. And then now, knowing that you don't get MRIs that fast, I was in an MRI that afternoon in the hospital that night. Now, take it that that morning I was in 7th grade in school that morning. My mom had picked me up from school. My dad had come. We went to the pediatrician and things escalated from there. I was in children's that night.
So tell them what you had. What did they tell you that night?
I had stage 4 medulloblastoma, which is in short really bad brain cancer. And I went back. Was I in surgery that night?
Yes,
Close. Yeah.
the first surgery, not your big long surgery, but
Yeah.
so in school that morning, in brain surgery that night, we didn't know that he was really sick before with brain cancer, and it was scary. They told us he could die any second because the tumor was so large in his head. The big surgery happened 2 days later, 11 hours. Then spent 183 days in the hospital. So we're in the hospital for a long time. I know everybody here knows a lot about going to the hospital. Spent a lot of time, all the chemo, all the radiation, all the drugs to make him better, to cure the cancer. But after you have brain cancer,
So
after you cure the cancer, you have to rehab.
yeah, so after the cancer, we got safe with that. I saw how bad off I was. I was mute, could not move or do anything for 10 months.
No speaking.
10 months.
10 months,
10.
did not speak for 10 months.
Wow.
Did not
Yeah.
swallow for about a year and a half, and was on a feeding tube for 8 years. Started swallowing, but it took 7 years to be able to get the feeding tube out. Had a G tube.
Started at 13, right?
13.
Yep. Yep. I'm 27 now.
27. So it was the first couple years were pretty long. We had a really great social worker who did what? What did the social worker do for you?
So the social, they introduced me to an organization called ODF, Outdoor Dream Foundation, and they would, it's like make a wish for hunting, pretty much. So, they ended up taking me first on an elk hunt, but I've been on countless other hunts with them now. Um, and
Why was that hunt so important to you?
I felt like that hunt kinda was gave me something to look forward to, focus on, cling to not think about, oh, I've got a 24-hour surgery tomorrow. Um, Stuff like that. Um, I've got all these staples in my head that gotta get out. Uh,
We think as
I've
experience that
found
was the
that-
best medicine.
I found out through all of that. I think um, out. I believe God gave me a gift to not feel anything the whole time I was sick. I don't I don't remember being in tremendous pain. Period. One night I even died and went to heaven. Um I came back obviously, uh but I yeah, I definitely died, went to heaven, uh but after cancer, uh after cancer, I don't know if you guys are familiar with real tree. But I was I'd been in the outdoor community, so of course that's what I wanted to do. And real tree is very big in the outdoor community. They are one of the companies that first made a camo pattern. Um, so they're pretty big company. They have a show called Monster Bucks, and
A TV show.
yeah, a TV show. And after I got sick, me and my dad were both into the outdoors and all that. And mom, knowing that behind our back, when I came home a couple days later, she had, me and dad, my PT, my OT, everybody was there. Well, she had somebody come knock on the door, and me and my dad had no idea whatsoever. Dad opened the door. I I can still hear it today. Hey, I'm David Blanton, and he's a big celebrity in the outdoor world, and he came into our house and talked with us. Me and my dad were in shock. Before he left that day, he offered me a trip to be on the Realtree TV show and go hunting in Montana.
So if y'all want to watch it, you can look it up another time. It's Hunt of a Lifetime with Chip. And it's a 30-minute show. You can watch Hunt of a Lifetime, Realtree Hunt of a Lifetime. You just YouTube it and you'll see it. It's a good show. They do deer hunt. So if you don't want to watch the end, you don't have to. Close your eyes. That's okay. Watch the rest of it.
Yep. That, and then I got, so actually, I have, so in that meeting, David brought a mount of a deer that he had shot in Texas. And it was the first time I moved anything since cancer. And I reached out and grabbed that horn and made noise and all that. So that was a pretty big deal. And that you'll see that on the video. That was pretty impressive.
What's
Pretty
cool about
big
that video is
medicine.
you can see how sick Chip was. I mean, Chip, they told us he was gonna die many times. Many times, and his chance of survival was less than 5%. And people that we were fighting with weren't making it, and we were like, well, it's just gonna be any day. So we, lots of hospital, lots of therapies, lots of getting better. We did that. Finally, Chip was getting better, and finally we decided Chip wanted a job. Chip always wanted to be a game warden.
Well, we'll get
Oh,
there in a minute.
Okay, you need to move on. You just need to move on. We're taking, so move on.
All right, so I finished my rehab, and which heck, we were in rehab for what,
Years.
5, 7?
We did rehab at Children's Healthcare. We did rehab at Shepherd Spinal Center.
How many years?
Oh, I don't even know. A lot.
7?
5, 7 years. Yeah. We went to Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. Chip was good. We were going to learn how to walk again. That was it. Our goal. We were going to walk again. And then we realized
So-
we weren't.
We have officially came to the conclusion this is better. Let's learn how to deal with it. So that's what we did. So let's see. We,
I said, you got to get a
we
job.
were at home for 3 years before I said, all right, we need to get a job. So, through this organization, ODF, they were with, through this organization, they had a guy from Georgia, law enforcement, DNR, that had said, Chip, I want to take you to meet the commissioner down in Georgia. And I went there with the commissioner and talked and hung out. He brought me over to see the governor. We had lunch. We were all together hanging out, having fun. At the end of the day, it was time to go. I was walking out, and the commissioner, being the nice, well-to-do man that he is, said, if there's anything I can ever do for you, just give me a call. So as we were walking out, I went and looked at him, and of course, Mom and Dad went, oh.
freaking out.
and I said, I want a job. And heck, the next week,
Well, no, what did he say? He said, Chip, if I give you a job, what are you gonna do for me? And you said, I won't get people in wheelchairs.
oh yeah, uh, uh, originally I told him I do a lot in the outdoors, and I do not see a lot of people like me in wheelchairs. Um, and I want to see more of that. So, and at Georgia State Speed, we've come to that, and we're working on that still. So I worked at the shooting range for 5 years now. I know that sounds pretty dumb. You're gonna put a legally blind, visually impaired person in charge of teaching firearm safety. I don't know if you said that to me and I didn't know any better. I'd be a little scared. And so I worked there for 5 years. Did shotgun. I did handgun, rifles, everything you could, everything I could, archery, whatever I could help with, I did. Um, and then along with cleaning the range and making it more accessible, I put in paid parking spaces. Well, I didn't. My team put in paid smart parking places. We put in handicap doors, all that kinds of stuff. And I worked there for 5 years, and I transferred over to the visitor center now, which is where I am currently. And how many years?
2 years. You've been over there too. Yeah.
I've been over there 2 years.
They do education, summer camps, classes.
Summer camps, teaching archery. I still work with shooting some, fishing. We have a cafeteria there, state park, lodging, all that stuff out at Charlie Elliott.
Field trip out there. They do all types of classes. They call them Hunt to Learn. It's a Charlie Elliott Wildlife Center. It's in Mansfield, Georgia, which is in between Covington and Madison.
Is it all ADA compliant?
They have a lot of ADA compliant, and if it's not, I'll make it ADA
They do have,
compliant.
they have 28 rooms, and 2 of them are ADA compliant, for lodging overnight, but now, because Chip's been working there, they started a new program called,
Well, OBB, but we're not getting there yet.
okay. What's the first program you helped?
So the first one I helped with start, and it's all-terrain Georgia.
All Terrain, Georgia. Who's the
Um,
chairs before?
So
You have? Are they so cool?
I think we have 21 track chairs now. And they're at well, not all of them yet, but working toward all of them. We can get them there if
At
you
the-
want them there.
At the state parks, so there's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, then and then I'm going to, on vacation and doing on the coast.
Oh, down in Richmond Hill?
Yeah.
Or,
Where the wild horses are.
oh, on Ossabaw. Not Ossabaw, Cumberland Island.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Over there and,
That is awesome.
That's gonna be cool.
That is, so these chairs, this program's so cool because they're free. We own them. We're all residents of the state of Georgia. They're owned by our government. So we own the chairs. You own the chairs. We all own the chairs. They're free to rent. You do have to sign them out. And you have to take a little class and you need a buddy.
Yep,
Yep. And so you did it. It's, anybody in this room could do it. No problem.
Talk about these guys doing it.
Yeah.
yep. The only, I don't know if they still require it, but your buddy has to be over 18.
Yeah. You have to have a buddy that's 18 to go with you. Yeah. So it has to be somebody, but they're at not at all the state parks, but if you go online to All Train Georgia, you can see where they are.
Yeah.
And if they're not at a park that you want one, say you're gonna go to Sequoia Woods or wherever, and they don't have one there, if you give them enough time, they'll get a chair there for you. They will move them around for you. You just have to ask. They're just stationed at certain, the state parks that have more of offices and stuff. But if you wanted to go to one of the state parks that is more natural, then, which is fine, they'll get it there for you. You just have to reserve it in advance.
And
You can-
out at, yeah, out at Charlie where I work, we got handicap trails to hike. I've gone through and cleared the mountain nature path basically. We got handicap fishing areas, docks that are built, 4 chairs. We got ponds. I think there's 26 different ponds on this property. We got some of the ponds you can take a boat on. Some of the ponds you're not allowed to.
But there's walkways around it and
Yeah.
handicap piers on several of the ponds that you can take your wheelchair right out onto a pier. So you can fish right there. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Um,
So that's the All Terrain Georgia program, and it's a cool program. It's through the state parks, but Chip actually works for the Wildlife Resources Division. And just this past year, Chip was at a fundraiser where they wanted him to raise $200,000, and the governor was in the room. And so he got on the stage and. what did he do?
this fundraiser is called the Weekend for Wildlife. It's the state's non-gang species fundraiser. So, I don't know, the pelicans, the red cockaded woodpecker, all that stuff. And they have all these people with bukus of money, but me and my dad got up on the stage at this fundraiser. They have one like special project that they're gonna do. And this year, me and my dad got on stage in front of 500,
Yes.
and spoke, and raised $470,000
7
in
minutes.
10 minutes.
7 minutes, wow, all had a video or?
But it was, yeah, it was to a room full of people, out of one room of people.
Wow.
It was crazy.
You keep rolling forward. I'm not sure why. Stop.
I don't know. I just do that.
So with that money, they started this program called Outdoors Beyond Barriers. So tell us about Outdoors Beyond Barriers. We're gonna moving you along because we're already 30 minutes in. So
Okay, so I've been working on for 3 years, beta testing this program. And we've had just at Charlie Elliott, we've had three, two, three,
you've had 3 practice hunts. For people
three
in
practice hunts out of tractors. We have 80 or handicap accessible blinds that are set out in places. So this project I've started, Outdoors Beyond Barriers, well, I haven't started. There's a whole team of us that are working on it. But and this year we're launching that program at a much wider spread scale. I think, yeah, there's 7 different hunts all around Georgia. There's, I'm not gonna go through, there's one place that they have specifically donated to the state just for
disabled hunting. So
disabled
someone donated about 1,200 acres.
folk.
And to the program that Chip works for. It's not Chip's program, it's a program Chip works on. And this 1,200 acres, which is a lot of acres, it is to only be used for disabled people to hunt and fish forever. And so it's down near Macon, in between Macon and Columbus, which is a really cool thing. So these hunts that they're working on, they're all like 2 and 3 day hunts. You can be a new hunter or you can be an experienced hunter. Doesn't matter.
Well,
You want to learn.
we'll have guys there that can help you if you want to be helped a lot or if you don't want to be helped at all. There's at least a meal included. Every hunt's a little bit different on that. Just because of if they got it donated or what have you. It might be
How much does it cost to sign up for one of these
something
hunts?
different. If they come to any of these hunts, it's $20, and that pays for you, a buddy, doesn't pay for your lodging, but it pays for your food for you and your buddy.
And your hunts
Yeah, and
for
then,
two
and
or
then
3 days, depending. Some of them are a little bit different. So you'll get 3 to 5 hunting times. You usually hunt in the morning, from sunrise till about 10 or 11. You go back out in the field at like 3 till sunset. So you'll have,
at some of these places you do that.
yeah. So
Some of them it's a little bit different.
yeah, so $20 includes a couple of the meals. It includes a guide. It includes a track chair for you to use. It includes
We have a trailer full of stuff that I've found that helps. And other stuff that is made to help, their tacticam,
Different like gun rests.
there's,
Tell him what a tacticam is. So Chip doesn't see well, so when he's hunting,
so a tacticam is just a camera. It's
it's a
It's
camera.
a camera that's about that big around and about that long.
Looks kind of like this microphone, kind of.
And there's multiple mounts that you can buy for them. You can buy a chest harness and mount it to your chest. You can buy a head harness, mount it to your head. But the mount that I have found it useful for is to mount it on the scope of your gun, which is like the binoculars on your gun. And from that camera, it reflects a look out of my scope. So, and then Bluetooth it to my dad or whoever's with me. That helps me get on the target. I am legally blind. Although I somehow found out how to shoot a deer at 250 yards. But
So my husband can look at his cell phone and say, "Hey, Chip, go a little to the left.
yeah,
The
I
deer's a
mean,
little too," and help him aim it. Chip's still
So-
making the gun himself.
it's not really to help you aim, but it's an animal. It's not gonna stand still for 10 minutes. What do you say? Freeze, deer, don't move. So that just helps me get, once I see it, I kind of, can lock in on it and get it where it needs to get and all that. But so that's what I use Tacticam for.
Yeah, it's an awesome tool for someone who has some visual problems, or if they're just a new hunter and they want to make sure that they're going to make a good humane shot. And so your buddy or your guide can confirm that for you.
Can I ask a quick question? Did you guys reach out to someone to have that done, or was that already something that was?
It's something that's out there.
What?
Not our tacticams. They're out there.
It's already out there.
Yep.
You just-
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you can.
Tacticam's a thing.
You can find that.
Now, if anybody wants to look that up, their Tacticam, their Tacticam reveal, you don't want that.
Just
Trust me, that's a never-ending hit.
But we've learned all types of different adaptable equipment, and a lot of it's expensive. And so the state has purchased one of everything. So if you came hunting with us and you didn't know what was going to work for you, you can at least try all the things and see what works for
Oh.
you before you go buy your own thing. That's the point.
It's like,
So
off-club.
today, we found today at work that the dates for these homes just closed last week. Today at work, we've realized we have 3 people that can't use their hands or their arms. So we need to get the puff load triggers quick.
Okay, we're gonna get a trigger, the puff blow
Wait.
trigger.
That's
That's pull the gun trigger.
a trigger on your gun that's connected with the straw So you put the straw in your mouth and blow into it, and the gun goes boom.
Oh, yes, like, yeah, so we have somebody from our Bible study, he uses like puff blow too.
To drive his wheelchair and stuff.
Yep.
So this
Yep.
will be connected to your gun so that you can shoot your gun with the phone. Yeah, yeah, it's the same apparatus. It's just gonna be hooked to a gun. So,
Yep.
so, and those are the things. The state wants to find out, if there's a person and they need something, the state is gonna figure out how to get you in the woods if you wanna go hunt or fish. Next spring, we'll have fishing events with
Yeah.
electric reels. If you can't wind yourself.
I haven't.
This is,
No,
wildlife resources.
This is wild.
Still DNR.
Different programs.
It's called Outdoors Beyond Barriers. That's the program Chip works on.
OBB. Outdoors Beyond Barriers.
The state parks program is just the track chairs at the state parks. But OBB is more focused on hunting and fishing right now.
And then what was the name of your camera? I have so many.
Tacticam. TAC. TACAM. Yeah.
Yep. So we're doing that. I'm trying to get through with these 7 hunts in the next 4 months before I start looking at the fishing stuff. But if I start, me fishing is kind of like a bad medicine for me, because I can't stop. Yeah.
So one cool thing about Chip, he was really sick, but since he's been sick, he was 13 when he was diagnosed. We spent 2 years, just trying to swallow. So now he's 27. How many states have you hunted or fished in out of the 50 states? How many have you hunted or fished in?
I have been in 26 of the 50 states hunting and fishing. I've also been out of the country hunting and fishing.
No, where did you go?
New Zealand.
New Zealand and Costa Rica. We've been to New Zealand and Costa Rica, which was really, really cool. There are a lot of really great organizations also, that like when we went to New Zealand, it was a gift to Chip. It was really cool.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Fish, sailfish,
Lots of
sailfish.
giant fish.
Okay, so you want to open for questions now?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a question over here. Someone's raising his hand over there.
Did or do you have a dog for canine assistance?
I did. She just passed away
Last fall.
livestock
Of
end of October. But yeah, she was awesome. Vera, canine assistant.
Yeah. She was,
I remember Vera vaguely.
yeah, Vera.
I have Swan.
You have Swan. Okay, yes.
Sam has Ringer.
Oh, nice.
Right, this is his.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's Vera.
There's
Yeah.
Vera. You want to see it, Tim?
Yeah.
Yes.
probably when you if you go on YouTube and when you're looking for that kind of a lifetime videos
Show up of Vera also.
I don't know how many times they
She's
video me.
amazing. Do you still have Swan? Do you still have Swan? Is she here?
No, she
Oh,
doesn't live here.
she doesn't live here.
Your parents.
Yes.
And Ringer lives with his parents.
Lives with his parents.
Comes here.
Okay. They're amazing. Vera was an angel. She was such an angel.
Wait, Vera, she sounds like the fashion litter.
She was, yeah,
Okay,
she's
yeah.
Vera Wang.
Yep.
So, from the tire,
He
Used to volunteer at kiddos.
Oh, you did? You,
Yeah.
yes. Yep. That's such a great place. Isn't it fun? Yes, they're awesome. The dogs are great.
Are you guys consider getting another one?
So tell her about,
I, with my love of being outside, Vera was a
an angel.
princess. She didn't want anything to do with the outdoors and the swamp and the bugs and the all that. Yet she was awesome. As y'all know, she could probably read a book if you told her. She was.
Hold on.
Online asking, how do you get access to the alternate nurtures when you bought again?
You go to,
To focus that, how do you know which parts there?
okay, if you go to the website All Terrain Georgia, All Terrain Georgia, it will show you where the chairs are.
Yep.
And they will move them for you. You just have to ask. You have to ask. All Terrain Georgia. So right now we have 2 hunting dogs that we have now.
Yeah.
That's Teeter.
Now Cocker Spaniels.
Bird dogs, they're so fun.
Oh yeah, it's
Quail. Well, turkey, doves.
they'll hunt flies if there's flies in the room. They'll hunt just about anything.
So the hunting dogs are, what's
Yeah.
really fun is it's hard for Chip to see the birds when they fly to shoot because they're so small, but Chip trains the dogs. So when we go out, Chip's in his track chair and he's controlling the hunting dogs, telling them when to go and when to stay. And my husband and I have the guns because it's hard for Chip to shoot the birds.
And then they retrieve them.
And they retrieve them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They point them and retrieve them. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Like
I'll find them.
we'll go out hunting and I'll have the dogs walking right here. And they'll stay right here. Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Chip.
Yeah.
Chip, I have another question online, whether you're shooting, hunting or fishing. Are there any events for groups, and if so, how big are the groups, or are they? How does that work?
So yes, this outdoor beyond barriers are group hunting events. There are 10 people at each hunt. Where the registration closed last Friday.
Well, not all of them,
We've started a
but
waiting
most
list.
of them.
And so if somebody was interested in one of the hunts, you just need to call Chip and he'll see if he can get you in. If not, put you first on a waiting list for
Yep.
that. But if this group wanted to do something, you could call Chip's office and they could put something together.
ABB, the Outdoors Beyond Barriers. If you go to that website, there's a phone number that you could call.
What office?
At Charlie Elliott, but it's, if you Google Outdoors Beyond Barriers,
Yeah,
it comes up with the phone number. That's where you would call, and that would go to Chip's office.
yep, yeah.
We're happy to give you Chip's cell phone. You can just call him. Just call Chip.
What we could do
You
too
might
is
like to write the
residents here, I could be a way to get in touch with Chip too. if that
Yes,
helps.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That is easy.
Yep.
I'm trying to find a good
Uh,
picture of the hunting dogs.
I love.
I
I love dogs, me too.
Mom,
And
Yes.
Mom.
Yes, honey.
I know
You've got a good,
Dottie and Titter all over that thing.
he's got better pictures than I do.
Oh, Tim, can we ask you another question?
Yep.
Said you got into heaven, you remember it was anything?
When I went to heaven, what I see and stuff, when I went to heaven, I, from what I saw, really, it looked like I was walking up a road into the sky, and there was, I remember things, and it was a red gate, nothing extravagant or anything. And I went up to the gate, and it was locked. And really, I didn't see anybody or anything on the other side, and I don't know what told me to turn around and come back, but that's what happened.
That's why it was locked, one near time. So it was interesting, was about a couple years later, when Chip got his voice back, we were, my other son played baseball, and we were leaving a baseball game. I remember right where we were standing, we were up in Alpharetta, and Chip said, stop, stop, stop. And I was like, what? I thought something was wrong, and he said, this is what the sky looked like. It was like right before a storm, you know, it was about to start storming, and the sky was kind of purple, and Chip was like, this is what the sky looked like that day. It was like the clouds were just like it at that minute. That was pretty powerful to me.
Wait, so how long was it like dead for? Like, I was
Just a few minutes. I know when it happened. I was there. And I know he died on the table.
Apparently, it was the scary room where you see all the lights and
Wait, so you died in surgery?
No, he was just in the emergency.
it was after
He
surgery,
was in
but
septic shock.
But what is that?
He had an infection all in his body.
Oh, geez.
Yes. And so he's basically poisoned, but then he couldn't talk. So he couldn't tell me about it for almost 2 years. And then when he started talking about it, he said, yeah, it was right after, it was the next day, our friend, he said, when Jason brought me that fishing rod, because he remembered everything. So I know that it was the day before. I'm like, that's the day you died in the emergency room. You know.
Wow.
So,
Isn't that crazy?
well, what memory. Crazy.
Anybody else have a question for Chip?
If you'll pardon me, Lisa, Chip,
yeah,
if you guys want to see what perseverance looks like, guys, this is it.
Yeah.
This is the story, yeah. For them to come from so much on nothing but faith.
Yeah, amen.
Uh,
I hear you.
We have another question in the chat. How did your near-death experience impact your faith?
Oh, that's not very quick.
yeah,
So how did he?
feel it down there. It this whole experience has just made me even more believe he's there. It's real. There ain't no ifs and buts. God's got a plan, and you're just the pawn in the game.
Do you ever do anything with the Boy Scouts?
The voice?
I'm partial because I'm in the Boy Scouts.
We haven't. I mean, Chip was a Cub Scout when he was a little tiny guy, but
was
You are Girl Scout? Yeah. Long time ago.
What we would call.
Boy Scout, yeah.
Yeah.
I was a Girl Scout,
You're a
and
Girl
our
Scout?
group broke up.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Jeff, I was a Girl Scout too.
All right. Anybody else want to ask things? Anything, Mr. Chip?
Oh, wait, Chip, do you have a shot?
Shunts? How many shunts do you have?
Two?
Two.
I can't. It's very funny to me. I can't go underwater and swim. I've always been up to before and after cancer. I can't go underwater now.
What's up?
I swim like a boxer.
Go down and.
Do you feel like a weather system sometimes? Like a rolling weather system?
Yeah.
You know?
So Chip, tell them what you have on that table over there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's right there. It's way over there on that table. You can just kind of, there's some things.
So over there, I asked my boss for a budget for some swag. There's he overloaded me with stuff. So I set it out on that table. Go through, take what you want.
There's hats, there's cooling towels, there's eyeglass cleaners, there's sunglass holders, what else is there? Koozies, all kinds of stuff from Georgia DNR. So that's a gift from Georgia
Wow.
DNR. So.
We have another question in the chat. How have you, adjusted, how has it been kind of regaining your independence at this level of mobility and ability? How has that process been?
I probably gained the most by just figuring out. And I feel like I'm still finding my independence every day on different things that I can do to day to day. My dad owns a piece of property that's 309 acres. I am been able to manage that property, or help manage that property. There's a team of us that do it. I have 2 firemen that help me. And then obviously my dad, my mom, all that, but just by getting out and going day to day seems to build strength and everything, and just try new things. Don't ever, sit back and just sit there. I mean, some days obviously you have to, but what are you gonna do? Live, or are you gonna sit there?
Yeah, and Chip, they do all kinds of things. Like today, they had adaptive rowing, so the rowing company did.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Dang, that's cool. Yeah.
They do, they're working up sweat, right?
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
They do that. Soccer. Well, handball, really. Well, soccer, meatballs, you'll have to come to one of their games. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
They're an active group.
Oh, no. I think we still have time.
Okay.
I just want to make.
Yeah.
Picture before.
Tim has something to say.
Okay, Tim's got a question.
And you can talk to the, talk to the rest of the Titans and people.
Yeah, we'd love for him to
Yeah,
come. We have
yeah.
scrimmages, the Titans is a wheelchair team.
Yeah.
And right down the road about a mile.
You guys play out of Mount Pisgah, right?
Yeah. Once a month, we'd love for him to come to
We've
the scrimmage.
we've come to one of your games a long time ago. My kids went to, St. Francis High School, and so they play Mount Pisgah, and we used to come and y'all would play like before the high school games.
Oh, we did that once.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was cool. That's awesome. We'd love to come watch some of your games.
Yeah, we could even buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have lots of reasons, especially, you know, whatever, yeah. All of us.
That's awesome.
So thank you guys so much for today. I'm gonna be.
This, we could all bunch together and try to do a picture, that would be.
Okay, well, they stay where they are. Julie, can I give you this microphone and you can just take it over there?
Can I have the folks online, do the camera on for a second so we
Here,
can
we'll
do
turn
a.
it down so that's.
group
So they
picture?
can put that picture together.
Yes.
Yeah, so guys,
Do
come
what?
right next to him. Cause they're gonna put, so you want more.
James,
Come right
you
here.
do what, buddy? James, we didn't hear what you want us to do.
You have your camera on. If you can turn your camera on so we can do a group picture, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh,
You don't have to, but if you can, thank you. If you can, it's wonderful.
Right here.
It's like regularly.
Just come behind right there. I mean.
Awesome, awesome.
No, we
Who's
can't.
Thank you. Who's Ashley Sandy? Do we know who Ashley Sandy is? Coach Rick, have you heard that name?
I'm sorry, I don't, but it might be a guest just that's checking out our community, which would be great.
I'll let them in. It might be the person from London Millbury.
Are you trying to get people's, the front of their faces?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want them to turn around?
No, he's
Or-
gonna take it this way.
I see,
We're
I
in the
see.
background.
All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, cheese.
Good nation.
Good nation, yeah, I like it. Okay. Very cool. Awesome. So guys, I will, have Lee and Chip give information or let you have a business program. I've got a couple to give to you. I've also got something I can give you about champions.
Can we have everyone turn around and do the photo again from this angle so I can do a screenshot?
Yeah. Can everybody just?
So I can screenshot this and just do an about face real quick.
Hey, James, I assume they cannot hear us. Is that correct?
No,
They can,
Right?
yes.
Yeah. Hey, Chip,
You
can you hear me?
Fine, sir. So.
Hey, Chip, can you hear me?
Yep.
Well, listen, I just, thanks to you and your mom, Leah, super mom. You guys are awesome. I asked the question about the group events. I loved your answer about the impact in your faith. He is, God's certainly using you. And I'll bet your moms and dad are very proud of that. But this was very special, and we just want to thank you for spending the time with us. And I know it was a bit of a travel for you to get here. So thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
yeah,
Come to a scrimmage, come to some of our parties. We'd love to see you.
yeah,
Yep. And Par agrees.
yeah.
We only give you two of these, you may not need two, I'll just give you one as a matter of fact, my business card, you know, my change.
Are they there?
Mr. Sophia, can you give me a smile, please?
Okay, sorry, last photo.
Sure. I already know, I'm
Where's Julie and Lisa? We got a big gap in the picture. We need right between Matt and Adam.
You got my number.
You can slim that down if we got it.
I love it. It's great. Okay, thank you all so much. Sorry, I just have to get a photo.
So 7 minutes.
Good night, y'all. Have a nice night. Thanks again, Chip.
Yep, thank you.
And that's great. You remember that.
I'll say nothing. I got started with that thing.
Well, can you just minimize it for a second?
Yes, ma'am.
I was not raised on this.
Oh, they know what, like, okay, what's this? Oh, that's Mr. Will.
Here, let me just take a picture of him now. I can crop it in. Okay, thanks y'all for joining online.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye, y'all. See you later.